Why do some questions stay awake after the room goes quiet? Why do certain thoughts return without asking, circling the same edges every night? What happened that made you pause before trusting, before speaking, before resting? There is no answer offered here. Only the questions themselves, sitting heavy, uninvited, and familiar, like furniture you never chose but learned to move around slowly, quietly, without complaint, occupying space inside your life. You wonder when caution became a habit instead of a moment, when listening turned into guarding, and silence felt safer than being misunderstood. Nothing dramatic marks the change. No clear line divides before and after. There is only the noticing, late at night, that you keep parts of yourself sealed, not hidden exactly, just protected from too much contact. Because exposure once cost more than you expected at the time. Uncertainty does not arrive as a lesson. It simply stays. It does not explain itself or promise resolution. It fills the pauses between thoughts and waits. You are allowed not to know why things feel closed off. You are allowed to stop searching for reasons tonight. The wait exists without needing to justify itself to anyone, including you. No verdict follows. No correction is demanded. The moment stands alone here. Guardedness is not always fear. Sometimes it is memory acting quietly. Sometimes it is the body remembering before the mind agrees. There is no need to trace it back right now. You are not failing by feeling this way. You are existing as you are, with layers built during seasons that did not ask permission. They formed while you were trying to survive ordinary days, without witnesses or applause, anywhere. Jesus does not enter this space with explanations. He does not demand openness or improvement. He sits within the guarded places without prying, not to fix, not to solve, not to uncover, just present, aware of why walls were built and respectful of their purpose. His presence does not pressure you to change the shape of yourself tonight. He stays without commentary, allowing silence to remain intact. Between you both, there is no requirement to trust him quickly. Doubt is not a barrier here. Confusion is not corrected. He understands why belief can feel risky when closeness once led to harm. He does not rush past your hesitation. He matches your pace, even if that pace is standing still, breathing and saying nothing at all. The night holds that rhythm without expectation. No demands follow the silence. From either side, being guarded does not disqualify you from his company. It does not disappoint him. He recognizes the careful distance you keep, and he does not cross it uninvited. He stays close enough to be felt, far enough to be safe. There is room for your questions to remain unanswered in his presence. They can exist without being resolved or reframed tonight. No explanation is requested from you. Not now, anyway. This companionship does not remove the weight. It does not lighten it or rename it. The guarded feeling stays as it is. You are not asked to release it. You are not asked to understand it. You sit with it, and Jesus sits there too, acknowledging its reality without trying to turn it into something else. The night remains unchanged around you. No shift is required. Everything stays as is. Sometimes acceptance is simply allowing the moment to exist without improvement. You do not have to arrive anywhere else. Guardedness can sit beside you without argument. Jesus does not frame it as a problem. He acknowledges it as part of your current shape. The hours pass slowly, and nothing is demanded from you. Not understanding, not surrender, just staying present, with the weight unchanged, until sleep or morning arrives. Eventually, there is no conclusion waiting at the end of this reflection. The guarded part of you does not open, and it does not need to. Jesus remains, without resolution, without promise. The night accepts this arrangement. You are allowed to remain as you are, emotionally careful, uncertain, and still accompanied, without anything needing to change before this moment ends. It is enough to simply stay, here, together, without answers. Tonight, morning does not resolve what night leaves behind. The guarded feeling follows quietly, unchanged by light. Questions remain unsolved, still without direction. You notice how protection has become routine, how emotional distance feels automatic. There is no judgment placed on this observation. It is simply noticed. Jesus does not ask for morning clarity. He remains present in continuation, not transition, accompanying the weight without shifting it or redefining its presence. You may wonder if guardedness will ever soften, but the question does not require pursuit. Wondering is enough. The uncertainty stays neutral, neither threat nor guide. Jesus does not interpret your caution as resistance. He understands restraint as experience held carefully. He does not ask you to explain it aloud. Silence remains acceptable company here. Nothing presses forward. Time moves, but nothing insists on change or arrival from this moment. Being emotionally guarded often looks invisible from outside. Inside, it is constant attention, small adjustments, measured responses. There is no lesson hiding inside that vigilance. Jesus does not try to translate it into purpose. He acknowledges the effort without praising or correcting it. His presence does not reward endurance. It simply recognizes it. You are not stronger or weaker for carrying this weight. You are simply carrying it, tonight, again. Doubt does not need to be confronted to be tolerated. It can exist quietly, like background noise you no longer fight. Jesus does not label your doubt as distance. He does not demand resolution or reassurance. He sits with the lack of certainty without attempting to smooth it out. Nothing is clarified here. Nothing is repaired. The guarded posture remains intact. The night allows this state to continue without explanation. Emotional distance once served a purpose, even if unnamed. Jesus knows why it formed without asking you to revisit the moment. He does not reopen what closed for survival. He respects the boundary as history, not flaw. There is no expectation to lower defenses in his presence. Guardedness can remain exactly as it is. Companionship does not require exposure. It requires only shared space. This coexistence simply exists without pressure. You are not asked to narrate your inner life correctly. Misunderstanding yourself is allowed. Jesus does not interrupt with insight. He does not guide you toward interpretation. The guarded feeling does not need translation to be tolerated. It stays heavy, undefined, and present. His nearness does not organize the confusion. It shares it. Nothing becomes clearer through this closeness, only less alone, without relief or direction attached to the experience. Guardedness does not disappear through companionship. It is not softened by presence alone. Jesus remains aware of the reasons you keep distance, even if you cannot name them. He does not correct the instinct to protect. He understands it as accumulated weight. There is no transformation underway. The guarded posture remains steady. You breathe. He remains. The night continues without signal or shift. This moment does not promise more afterward. There is permission here to stay unfinished. You do not have to resolve your relationship with faith tonight. Jesus does not press for belief or clarity. He does not step away because of hesitation. Guardedness and doubt sit beside him without conflict. Nothing is improved. Nothing declines. The weight remains what it is. The hours pass without progress markers. This presence does not convert uncertainty into peace. It keeps company. Acceptance here is not relief. It is the absence of demand. You are not pushed toward openness or belief. The guarded part of you is not challenged. Jesus remains without agenda. The night does not shift because of his presence. It stays heavy, familiar, and unresolved. Nothing concludes. Nothing begins. You remain as you are. He remains as he is. The moment holds without instruction, without outcome, without promise attached. There is no closing statement required. The guarded feeling is not resolved before rest arrives. Jesus does not leave as the night thins. He remains without offering answers. You are not asked to carry hope into sleep. Only the weight comes with you. Acceptance settles quietly, not as peace, but as allowance. This moment does not heal or explain. It ends because time moves on, not because anything is finished.